Hello there, I'm Audio. This is my glorious channel, and this game is Daibanchou. We're advancing now, and hopefully we're going to... Alright, perfect. We're meeting Aya here. This is when she joins you. And hopefully immediately following this, I'll be able to go to my prison and recruit Daigo. And then finish off Ren, and then go to the next phase of the game. So this part could be a little longer than the rest. You'll see along with me, because I don't remember. Also, like, this part will be longer if there's not, like, a good spot to cut it, you know? I'm kind of retarded. I don't, like, you know, why would I cut a video in the video editor when I can just hit stop on my video recorder at a save spot? You know that's what I do, right? That's probably stupid, but that's what I do. Mostly because I do this live, so it makes more sense, you know? For me. But she joins, and it's just weird, because if you're fighting her brother, you know, like, what? I mean, we are technically still at war with them. I'm not, you know, taking them, but whatever the fuck. And an issue that I have, when Sanzo dies, because, you know, I've gone over that, when he dies, Aya doesn't say anything. I don't even think she finds out. It's like she doesn't care at all about that school, even though she invested so much effort into it. You know, like... It's just weird. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I'm not saying there needs to be like a story overhaul or like Aya to have her own arc that makes her care about Wolfang or anything like that. It's just, you know, she like doesn't care at all. Is she really that much of a loner? I don't know. I don't know, maybe she is. She's kind of a colder person. Oh well. That's you can tell by the way she treats Daigo later on that she's kind of colder. It's funny, but more on that when their interactions start. And there are a lot of unique interactions between Aya and Daigo, so you might want to take note of that. To get her character clear, you need to pay off all of your loans in the next phase of the game. Believe it or not, that's kind of hard to do if you're trying to play the game normally. I mean, if you really focus on it, you can do it, but it's not worth it for anything other than her, you know? So it's weird. I obviously won't be doing that. No way. But yeah. Cool, Hata Daigo. Recruit. And now he finds out about Aya, and you're good to go. I think. So, we'll see. But yeah, it's really great having these people, you know? Like, you've got to get a nice collection before you go to the next phase of the game, or it doesn't feel like a party, you know? My favorite part of every single game is when there's a lot going on. Like, any strategy game, there are 6 people still playing. You know, okay, no one plays free-for-all strategy. I'm in my own world right now. When I'm playing a strategy game by myself, and there are like a lot of factions fighting at the same time, I fucking love that phase of the game, because it's like a party, you know? It's like everybody's doing their own thing, and it's great. In Counter-Strike, when a round starts, and, you know, of course, I'm a jackass, so I played in 20 versus 20 servers, where there is no strategy, that's a party, okay? When it's like 1 versus 2, that's so lame. But you get my point, right? Hopefully you do. This is a party. I'm making a party. Though on the contrary, later on in this game, you have to micromanage too much, and then it feels overwhelming, and I just neglect everything. You'll see me do that. And if you're experienced with this game and are patient, you'll see me doing that later on, and you might be kind of disappointed, but no, I'll try harder for the Let's Play, right? But, yeah, like, they don't ever tell you explicitly what Aya fights with, you know? You can see her sprite doing, like, some weird thing, and you're like, well, that's weird. But in this scene, it kind of hints at her fighting style. And I think there are other scenes where that happens as well. Maybe the one where she was captured originally, I don't recall. I'm not reading these scenes as they play out, unless I truly have nothing to talk about. But now that I've got Daigo, I'm all set, and we're finishing this off. So, well, you didn't get to see the dumpling stand, but it's so, like, lame, it doesn't even matter. We'll talk to Daigo, because he's more interesting than Aya. Whatcha? Yep, that's the kind of person he is. Daigo the fuck ass. But, you know, like, that attitude. What if you were just like, I wish someone did that to me right now. Honestly, I'm sitting here in my room all day. I wish someone came in and did that. That would be so cool. That's why I like Daigo. He's someone that I'd like to be around, you know? Well, you know, unless I was doing something that, you know, like, watching something and fapping to whatever I'm watching, you know, like, then I wouldn't want someone to barge into my room. But, whatever. I guess Daigo can go. Why not? Senna can stay. She's gone after this too, folks. So it's gonna be kind of lame to do this shit to her, but she's just gonna fight in this battle, become mortally wounded, and then I'm never gonna see her again. Oh well. We can one-shot all of these. Here goes Daigo. Love this guy. Really love that guy. And he, like, you know, like I said, he dodges a lot. It's great to have someone reliable like that. Mario dodges a lot less, but his hit's higher than Daigo's, I think. Nope. Well, Rogue isn't gonna beat the fuck out of Ren, and we'll be done with it. Ren has an alternate attack, but I'll explain that once I have him in my army. So. Yep. And Kunagi, something about her scaling, like, you gotta use her a lot, because otherwise her attack, like, her attack doesn't go up like Roga's or something, you know? Her attack stays significantly lower, actually. I mean, she's still a stronger unit in comparison to the rest, but it's still lower than Roga's. And her evasion and hit just skyrockets, so you're like, I can leave her, you know? But her HP and attack stay low, so you gotta use her, or she's gonna fall to the wayside like everybody else. You know, a unit that never gets hit but does shit damage is still not good, really. Debatably, but this is done here, and Rogue explains what he wants from Ren, and Ren gets thrown in prison. I think you've got to try to recruit him twice, maybe, or something. And again, if Kyoko was in my prison, Ren will die, or not in my prison. If I had recruited her, there we go. But Ren surrenders, and then we're like, oh yeah, all that's left is Sensoji, and you're like, oh, finally, you know, I just busted my ass getting those people out of there, fighting off all this stuff. I got 4 territories left to take. I've almost beaten Daibanchou, and then, well, maybe you weren't that naive. I certainly wasn't, but regardless, this phase of the game is over now, and there's a whole lot of dialogue and whatnot that happens. So, you know, I haven't decided whether or not I would talk through the opening of the game, because we haven't started the game yet. I mean, we've played Daibanchou, but the game itself hasn't really kicked off. You know, we haven't met a single major player yet. All of those are still in the last phase of the game. Sanzo's not a major player. Rogue is, you know. But I think this is interesting, and I like the way that they went about it. Aside from the numerous hours I spent in the first 2 phases of the game, having them like post the animated opening to the game after those are over felt appropriate, and I like it. And I still haven't decided if I'm gonna speak through it or not. I'll decide while I speak through this. But Sanzo's death is significantly less gruesome than Ren's. Though the same guy kills them both. Kamui. So, you know that. But yeah, Sanzo just gets like stabbed in the back or something and falls over. But Ren gets his whole face like imploded. The guy I mean, they describe it in the game seriously by, the statement, it looked like a firecracker had gone off in his mouth. So, that's pretty gruesome to me, and it really hurts, for someone like Ren to die that way, because Ren's really cool. It'd suck for Sanzo to die that way, too, but, Sanzo getting backstabbed is a little more dignifying, I guess. I'm not sure what I'm getting at here, but deaths that lead to greater disfigurement bother me more, obviously. Or maybe it's just less clean deaths. Like, someone being vaporized could be technically seen as the ultimate disfigurement, right? Because your whole body's removed. So that's kind of disfiguring. But, I'd rather have my whole body vaporized than having my head crushed. So that's how that goes. And you can see here, this is one of the things that I meant with Go and Kunagi's relationship. They're around like this, Roga's not with them presently. They're just friends. They're just good friends. Yeah, I love it when people drive by my fucking house with no muffler. That really makes me super happy. Or because I live in the middle of nowhere, people drive by on tractors. Believe it or not, it's happened. Pisses me off. This isn't one of those scenes. Like, this isn't one of those scenes where it's like, this is really cool. Someone driving by playing their fucking Dukes of Hazzard car horn will make me restart the video, But when that happened to me on the last video for Sengoku Rants in the battle against Xavier, I got pretty fucking angry. I bet you can imagine. So I had to say it somewhere. I had to say that happened to me somewhere because 20 minutes of recording were ruined because it like demoralized me, But anyway, this is the good Kamui. There are two. There are only two in Kunagi's route. And you can tell by their facial expression. So I'll point that out now. Yeah, so that was the good one. That one's actually Kamui. That's actually the guy, That's Kunagi's brother. The other one is like a possessed form of him, I suppose. And I don't believe Go knows about the two of them. Go knows about Kamui, but he doesn't know that there's a good one and a bad one. I don't think. And Kunagi doesn't either because of the way she's acting. So. But I mean, that's something that they don't really explain until the end, and it's only in like 2 boxes of dialogue that it's like, oh, there's a good Kamui and there's a bad one. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, this is definitely going to be a longer part. Yeah. Whoa, I don't know. I let my mind go there. Yeah, but see, even Ida's here, she's just like, yeah, man, let's get in there. I'm gonna prep you for this shit. We're gonna take down my brother. Of course, maybe she can tell that Roga wouldn't kill him. So it seems more logical. Like, maybe she can see Roga's motives and understand that Roga doesn't actually mean them any harm and that he's just like a safe alternative to unifying Japan. I guess I could consider that a possibility. Oh, yeah, when I said that was the last time I'm using Senna, I think there's actually one turn that I get to use her in the last phase of the game. You can also H her once when you go into Kunagi's route. But again, that feels weird. Like, I'm gonna H Senna, and then the next turn she's dead. Oh. Okay. Well, she doesn't die, but immediately. So. That's how that is. And I guess they watch TV and shit, and well, yeah, there are reporters. Later on in the game, there's a news reporter. She plays a very minor role, but she has a unique CG. I don't know. But yeah, they blame it on Roga, which seems weird. I don't know why they would. Oh man, I moved the mic so far away to cough. I'm still recovering from that mysterious illness. You know. Oh, and they're talking about the SU, like, you know what it is or you care. Oh no, we violated this. The SUs, whatever. What are we gonna do? Which seems weird because they don't explain who they are to you. And I've gone over that. You've heard me rant about that. But yeah, I don't know if Roga's name gets cleared for this, or if they just kind of forget about it. I certainly forgot about it. So. But, yeah, Go's talking about the PGG here, and, he believes that the PGG wouldn't kill, Sanzo, because he was doing what they asked. And the PGG's just a group of fucking idiots for the most part. I can't wait to take them on. I love fighting them. So. But, yeah, you control everything now, basically, because Sanzo is gone. They don't really have anything, so it's just like, let's take it. We're done here. And you do. I thought there was more. I could have swore that Roga had a scene with Kamui here coming up. He might not. You know? I know that he does if you, enter Senna's route, so. I may be confusing the two. They're very similar. They're not the same, obviously, though. But no, I guess that's it. Well, alright. A lot of people like this song. I don't really like this song. But, I'll let you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you in the next part. A lot of the animations here are very unique, and, it's not poorly drawn at all. You can see all of the heroines as well, so. There you are.
「胸の奥に閉じ込めた白い